slave ship, and he gives like really creepy eyes. Like I remember the episode, he was creeping. Anyway, he was like half naked too. So he took off his clothes, swam probably through water, and then climbed on top of the ship.
Swam probably through water.
He climbed on the ship. You know how much muscle that requires to climb a freaking boat in the ocean? A lot.
Probably through
But no,
water.
he was like, I mean, not of my love, even though I'm like old and you're not. Anyway, he's on the boat now. First off, let's think of our first sign of affection and love. When the uprising happens, what does he do? He protects her, does he not? They're behind the weird steering wheel, helm, whatever it is, boom. I think this is how they look kind of.
Steering wheel, I love
Anyway, they're hiding behind it.
This is all
This is
because they
Shakura.
kissed for 5 seconds, by
I
the
mean,
way.
sad face.
It was
Because
16.
everyone's
they did
currently
it.
murdering each other, okay? He protects her, puts his own life at risk. This is only the first time.
What is wrong
And
with
we go on to case number 2, where they get to land. So this
It
dude,
amazes
like,
me how much knowledge he retains after.
so they get to land.
The real thing is that what's his face gonna go find?
Carson, what kind of hat's that Shakura? Looks
Uh,
like he's got
So Shakura has a unibrow now for some reason, because I drew the mouth eye. Anyway,
That could
now Shakura doesn't have arms apparently. So we have slave trader, slave seller guy, okay?
Applebee.
This dude right here splits these two up. Guess what? She goes over to big house thing, plantation. This guy, we don't really know where he ends up, but somewhere that's not with her. Okay, this dude walked for a really long time through the night, and we know how the nights are in Virginia. How are the nights in Virginia, guys? Freezing. That's right. Yeah, they're cold. Okay, so this dude who is dressed in like absolutely nothing pretty much, but his sexy six-pack and height, he pulls up, he's like, Aminata, baby, I just walked all night to be with you again. Then these two get married, okay? This guy literally traveled just to be with her. Then they have a freaking kid. Rip to the kid. It's sad what happened there.
Wait, Carson,
What?
keep in mind they jumped the broom.
Yeah, they jumped the broom together, guys. Like, that is like the biggest confession of love right there. That
Do
is
you guys
marriage.
know that many people today who value like their traditional African roots will still jump the broom at their wedding?
Point being, that's how serious this thing is. They jump the broom together. And then they go off to New York like later and stuff. Actually, well, let's keep in mind, technically, she gets sold first. And then all of a sudden, once again, this dude pulls up. He literally is like in some other place. I don't remember where Lindo was or whatever. But he pulls up there to be with her again. That's right. He wormed his way in again. That's how passionate he is. Then they go to New York and they live in a house. Another house. This isn't a plantation though.
Oh,
And then, uh-oh, the United States is here. Frick the U.S. Ah, I'm the United States. I'm lame. Angry eyebrows. Because we're racist and stuff, and we don't like anyone. Anyway, that's the U.S., okay? And then we have
The red
the
coat.
redcoats, those sexy mofos, with those accents and the coats and their muskets. Honestly, when the lieutenant guy, when those two bounty hunter guys were there, when he shot, I was like, ah, crap, there goes his one bullet. So I guess this was before they only had the flintlocks or whatever. Anyway, so now we have the redcoats. These guys are cool. We love them.
Hold up the red.
They redcoats. Yeah, I'm a redcoat. I have a cool hat because my hat's not lame.
Is he a wizard?
Anyway, that was more like the American redcoat.
He looks like a wizard.
Anyway, he gets a really cool pistol thing. It's actually a flintlock type of sitch, but anyway, pew! They fight the Americans, but uh-oh, apparently a highly organized British Empire that's been in charge for a really freaking long time can't handle a few farmers from the US, am I right? So anyway, this guy gets absolutely whooped, so, you know, he's gone. But these guys, they're okay. Uh-oh, guess what? Guess what, guys? Shakura's back! That's right, this is when he almost dies, because he was like, so we have him up here, right? And we have the redcoat guy. And then redcoat guy was like, oh crap, Shakura has a red face now. Redcoat guy was like, yo, dude, come and like fight for me, and then I'll like totally let you be free. So Shakura was like, I'm gonna go and sacrifice body, blood, and limb so my lovely wifey Aminata, yeah, that's her name. I almost called her Shakura. Amanada can be free with our maybe future children in the lovely land of Canada. Woo, Canada, Maple Leaf, whatever, that's
Not
Maple Leaf.
Canada yet.
Not Canada yet, but you know what I mean. Like, they want freedom. Anyway, since the Britain's lost, you know, like, all that stuff happens. But guess what, guys? He almost died in the war, but no, he stayed alive. And what did he do? That's right. He's the entire reason, pretty much, that she got killed. Because they wouldn't have known who she was otherwise, and he wasn't
I've been
around, 'cause
recording
he
for
didn't know
5
she was there in the
minutes.
first place, basically. I mean, he was like, yo, I'll keep you safe. So. Anyway, something like that. And then cool other red coat guy after the war, he's like, yo, I'm pretty much useless now because no one cares about my rank or anything, but I'm a lieutenant, so I'm gonna threaten some pirate dudes. Oh right, they all have muskets, that's how they beat us in the first place, because once again, we're clearly not organized as I thought. And then General Dude, he's like, yo, I'm General Dude, I have medals and stuff. I don't know where I got them, considering this is like my first war ever, but anyway. I am General Guy.
First time I ever recorded student and they don't even feel bad about it.
Anyway, General Guy goes, Aminata, you're really smart. You want to just like casually make a book of thousands of people so we can ship them off to, guess what? Canada. That's right, guys. They're going to Canada
No, they're
now.
not.
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. It's technically not Canada yet. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's
It's
complicated.
not. Canada's not even a word.
Okay, Canada actually was a word. If you knew the roots of Canada, it's because one of the Europeans that came over found a colony and asked, hey, what's this place called? They called it Canada, which actually meant like village or
So
something,
they
but he
said
misunderstood.
Canada.
They spelled it Kanada,
And
but he
how do you
misunderstood.
say it?
Canada.
Well, they called it Canada or something,
Right,
but he was like,
right.
Canada? Anyway, that's how Canada got its name. Point being, Shaq is no longer important. That's right, guys. Shaquille
Shaq.
O'Neal is gone. On top of that, let's move on to the next subject. Oh, right. So he gets shipped off because apparently Mr. Appleby here, I skipped that entire part of the saga, but anyway. Mr. Appleby, not to be confused for Applebee's the restaurant, okay? I mean, who knows? Who knows? Maybe he is the founder of Applebee's restaurant, in which case we're canceling Applebee's. But point being, keep in mind this is fiction. This dude here was like, no, Aminata. I don't know why he's a red coat, but don't worry about that. He's like, yo, you ain't leaving nowhere, lady. But guess what? Our lovely, this dude right here with his jawline was like, I'm gonna free this girl. So guess what he does? He frees this girl by bringing in Lindo, and then Lindo technically does the hard work by actually giving away favors and stuff. Anyway,
Doesn't even thank
point being,
Lindo.
Shakura gone. Okay, he's like, even when they were leaving, did you see? He was like, I'm gonna like find you and stuff, girl. I love you, girl. You know, like he was
I
gonna
love
find
you,
her
bitch.
again. But guess
And I'm
what,
gonna stop
guys?
loving you.
Then Aminata, after she's free, you know what she does? She doesn't know. You know what that no-no is?
16
Can anyone tell me
seconds.
what this number right here on the board is? Okay, that's seconds, by the
165.
way. 16 seconds. Can anyone tell me the relevance of 16 seconds to the storyline here? That's right. That's how long Aminata cheated on Shakura for. The guy who gave everything for her. He almost died for her. And she goes and smooches it up with this dude. All because it's a friendly little peck. I don't know any friendly pecks that'll last in 16 seconds, guys, okay? I'll tell you that right now. If my mama going up to some random dude on the street and giving him a 16 second thank you kiss, my papa ain't gonna be too happy about that, okay? And you know what? I bet Shakura was here because this coward right here was all like, I love America, I'm American capitalism. No one likes him because guess what, guys? Even though it's literally his race that is being oppressed, he still fights for the U.S. So, just to make it worse, okay, after he literally gives it all, I'm talking about Shakura, by the way, so they can have a better life. This dude, who basically was a free man and all this stuff, this dude who was basically a free guy and stuff, okay? She forgave him for that, okay?
So we can forgive her for the 16-second kiss?
It's different. He was forced. She was not forced to kiss this man. Shakura was clearly forced to help her. Or help them take her, I should say. And then he gave everything. You're just not understanding. I'm pretty sure that was consensual, whatever, smoochy smooch there, okay? Because I don't know no 16-second friendly pets. What?
Can you prove how the Shakira, whatever his name was forced to
Well, think of it this way. Well, I had a theory about this. So you know how there was the head guy, right? We had main dude. Okay, main dude here was the top of the chain. He had another stupid hat or something, I don't know. But he was like, yo, let's go kidnap some people, okay? Now these dudes clearly were armed with guns. That's how they killed Aminata's family. But Shakura did not. He didn't want to. That's not how he rolled. Based on the timeline of Africa at the time, it was very common for them to be forced to do it. I'm pretty sure, and clearly it was based on it just didn't seem like he had a choice because he helped her. If he wanted to help enslave people, does he give you the vibes that he wants to enslave people? No, he doesn't, because he literally left that behind. He clearly had no part.
No one's answered
He wasn't
this
even
question.
holding a gun in the fight scene. He didn't exist. Okay?
He didn't even look guilty for taking her.
He looked pretty guilty the entire time.
And the lady asked.
He took her chains off of him.
Oh
He
shit.
took her chains off. He basically gave her an opportunity. We're gonna go back to episode 1 real quick. Wait, how do I work laptop? Okay, how do I?
I had my legs, which were still in working order, and a child growing in my belly.
A child growing in my belly, she says. Whose child is that?
Shakura.
Right, Shakura. Well, who did she just kiss? Not Shakura. She said, she's like, no man, I'm in love with him. They could have, but you think they would miss that in the show? They don't miss that stuff, dude. Why is it?
There's still like 18 seconds left, Carson.
And Carson doesn't know how to work the computer.
Anyway, it's not important. Point being, he gave everything for her. What did she give for him?
I'm recording for 12 minutes. by
Well,
the way.
now we don't even know if it's his child. Because we have a theory from this side of the house.
Well, did the other man have...
You guys understand that if it's not Shakura's child, this makes this entire situation way worse. Okay, you guys are enforcing my point.
Wasn't she already pregnant when they were at that beach?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Then who's...
Probably,
It was
wasn't she?
after.
Was it?
Because then she realized, oh, I do love
But
Shakira.
keep in mind, you don't know you're pregnant usually right away. So she might just not have known that.
Here, no. How did she even know she was pregnant?
That's a good question, considering it's not very obvious.
She probably puked too.
Let's keep in mind, she also got it on with Shakura after she knew she was pregnant.
Wait,
So.
what they do? Rub bellies?
Yes, they rubbed bellies. After the beach, when she got home, because she said she would be there in the morning, she rubbed bellies with this dude. So, point being here is...
It still shouldn't have happened.
It shouldn't have happened. If you debate the fact that it shouldn't have happened, then I'm sorry for you.
Yeah,
You
but
suck.
Shakira will never find out.
Okay, so is that better? He doesn't know that his wife is a
Just
cheater?
stop it there.
Well, would you rather know?
She knows.
Would you rather not know?
I'd rather not.
How do you think
Just let it
Shakira
go
would have
on.
reacted had he been there? I can tell you one thing. Mr. American Revolutionist would be dead drowning in the water right now, okay? He wouldn't be alive right now because we have 6'7", six-pack sexy Shakura, okay? Against a little looking American Revolutionist. who can't do
6 foot sexy Shakira.
Big 6-pack sexy Shakira.
Okay, I didn't mean it like that.
Okay.
It got carried away.
She
I'm
chose
sorry.
Miriam even after it happened.
I didn't mean to go there. It's just I was very curious. Okay. Point. Why? Okay.
She
Listen.
chose Miriam.
Exactly. She chose to do that. Now, can anyone tell me? Let's just, for those of you, who do you think's better? Okay, let's do a vote. Shakura, big, strong, fought in the army. He's like, I'm shredded,
Okay,
girl.
put your names on board and then we'll
Gave
do it.
everything. He's a love bird. He does everything for you.
Okay.
Or little scrawny American boy. Let's do a vote. Who wins?
What is your name, Doug?
I can't spell, so we'll do CH for Shakura. And I don't remember the other guy's name. We're gonna call him American Revolutionist.
Samuel.
Hey,
I don't care what his name is.
You read it
Okay?
like 20 times.
Well, that sucks. Okay, let's do a vote. Andy, starting with you. That's right.
No, just say wait your hand.
Pause.
This could be so much quicker.
No, I want to know everyone's. Okay, everyone that thinks Shakura is better, put up your hand.
Wait, was there a ring on it?
I don't know, probably.
Ring on what?
Well, no, remember, didn't he make one? I think he made one, didn't he?
There's no way.
No, I feel like he
But
made
remember,
something
that's a
for
very
her.
westernized construct.
I think he did make something for her, though.
They had
But
an
they jumped the
African
broom, which is like insane. Anyway, 1, 2, 3. Shakura, no? It's not. I don't remember. Anyway, I can
Carson's
tell.
to be a teacher.
Shakura, are you all team Shakura? 1, 2, 3. Anyway, the majority said Shakura. You know why?
I do not need a ring.
Because Shakura is better than Samuel.
Time is it?
What type of name is Sam anyway? And that is the end of it. So everyone, thank you.
10 minutes of footage of him ranting.
Aminata is a cheater, and Shakura is a legend.
This is, if you don't know her.
These girls ain't loyal, bro. As Juice WRLD said, all girls are the same. Thank you.